Hello, my name is Jenna Criaz. I'm the Vice President of Young Minds United, alongside with Camilla, Brian, and Jess as the co-founders. And Young Minds United is a global organization that aims to unite and connect students from across the world with one another. Like-minded students get the opportunity to empower themselves through education, foster global connections, and promote inclusivity and equality.
That's amazing. And what was the thinking process before you started Young Minds United? What was something that made it happen?
Okay, what made it happen? So YMU was initially founded by Brian and Jess through our ambassador program with Crimson. I happened to be fortunate enough to be in that program, and through that we all linked together and we started departments and documents and ideas. We just started brainstorming, and Jess and Brian came up with the majority of what you see today of YMU. And then we opened several departments. I am in charge of the journalism and debate department alongside the MUN department. So as you can see, we're a very broad organization.
That's amazing. That's quite impressive as well. And
Thank
so
you.
I'm sure that networking played a huge role when you were going to make Young Minds United. So I wanted to ask about networking. Why is networking so important as a high school student?
So networking as a high school student, it's crucial. It's very important in building a foundation for the community and career field that you're looking to go pursue in or wherever you are. Networking, it's the ultimate pathway to success. With networking, you get to indulge in conversations and literal conversations that you might not find elsewhere. If one has the right companions and guidance through their journey, there will be fewer struggles for you, more advantages and innovative ideas. So networking is such a good advantage for you in your life.
Yes, I really agree. And I can see, I was also a Crimson ambassador, and I could see how everything was coming about networking. It's amazing, actually. I really suggest it for
Yeah.
all students. Yeah. But of course, anything good, there comes along that it's hard to get, right? So do you think there's any
Yeah.
obstacles to networking as a youth?
Yes and no. I actually had this discussion with the co-founder Jess. Once I was reading over my document, I had sent it over to her, and she had a change of opinion because I personally would say no, I don't believe that there's any difficulty in networking at this age, especially in this day and age. We have social media, we have so many advantages at the tips of our fingers, and we're not using it to the full advantage, like to the full capacity that we could. Whereas Jess, she saw it from a more broader, more down to earth perspective, where there are so many people who have social anxiety. There are so many people who are limited towards having internet or social media or the other privileges that I am looking from that perspective. So I would say it depends at the end of the day at the person and their environment and their situation. So from personal experience, from the situation I'm standing in, yes, I do believe it's insanely easy for me to network. My personality allows me to do that. My environment allows me to do that. My interests, my like everything about me and around what's around me is just an asset in assisting me into networking.
Yeah. And you mentioned something about how internet connection and social anxiety can hinder someone from networking. So how do you think we should overcome such problems?
How do I think we should overcome social anxiety?
Yes, and
Okay.
also with internet connectivity and all everything that is hindering us from networking.
Okay, so I'm not a professional when it comes to having social anxiety or mental health or assisting someone in that. But if you were to ask for my opinion, I would suggest for someone to really step out of their comfort zone, to find themselves in an environment where they don't usually go to, and they need to just move around. They need to give themselves the flexibility, because if you're just limiting yourself, then you're not really going to get to where you want to be. Whereas when it comes to the internet, I believe that isolating there's when you isolate yourself in person, that there's also such a thing on the internet, making sure you keep tabs with the right people, with the right organizations, with the right niches. I believe people should be doing that, so their algorithm kind of feeds into that conscious, if that makes sense.
Yes, that's very true. And like what you said, starting and coming out of your comfort zone. I heard this one quote that said, "Starting is half the journey." So you're halfway there when you
Yeah.
start. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And talking about starting, right? A lot of us are really confused about networking, and a lot of us don't even have any clue about it. So, how can one begin to network?
So networking, it's all about baby steps. Everything takes baby steps. So if you're not someone who likes big groups or big people or organizations, you can always start within relatives, within family, within school boundaries. It doesn't necessarily networking, it's such to me, it's such a prestigious word because when I think of networking, I think of a very corporate environment. I think of people wearing suits and wearing ties and wearing heels and makeup and wearing briefcases. So that's not what networking is. It is partially that, in the big world, in the real world. But right now, as students, networking is more entering competitions, getting to know other students from other schools, joining sports teams, and being, a great sportsmanship, having great attributes and characteristics to that. That is what networking is. It's putting yourself there and saying, "Hi, I'm present, and this is me." And you want to get to know me, I'm more than open to let that happen. That's networking.
Yes, that's very true. And I'd like to add to that as well from my own experience. Seniors, talking to your seniors, that's also networking, right? Alumni.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. Actually, I wanted to ask you about networking. Do you have any specific experience that changed you about networking?
I do 100%. I'm glad you asked that because I have several experiences. I have 7 years of MUN experience, Model United Nations. So obviously, being an MUN, that forces you to have to step up your game and step up your social persona and be flexible and whatnot. So through the 7 years of MUN experience, I've not only networked, I've also gotten the opportunity from getting to know those students to have them involved in my events and my plans and organizations. Also, I've been to an NBK internship, which is the National Bank of Kuwait. I went to their internship at the headquarters, which was such a corporate experience. I mean, you get an insight on the corporate world, the financial world, the professionalism that they hold, and the prestigiousness. That all of it that has shaped me, and it also strengthened my interest in wanting to pursue my field of interest in the future.
Wow, it's amazing. Networking really does wonders. And
It does. Yeah.
we've heard stories about people who were not very fortunate when it came to finances, but when they made a connection, when they networked, that changed their whole entire life. And I really think that to succeed, you need to network. I really believe
A
in that.
hundred. You could not have anything going for you, but as long as you know the right people and they really lead you down the right line, then you're really set for life.
Yes, yes. And a lot of people also tell me that, what if I don't have any connections? What if I don't know anyone? Well, for me, I would like to say that, I might not know someone, but I know someone that knows someone, right?
Right.
Tell
Yeah.
people, do you know this person? Inquire. Tell your seniors, tell your alumni. It's great. And just like your amazing experience with your internship in MUN, we can have a lot of experiences with just networking. Yes.
Yeah, and you can become the person. I know a lot of people say, I don't know how to network, I don't know people. You can become that person that people go to for networking. So if you're not someone that's very sociable, then just I know you all have heard of the phrase be delusional with yourself, with whatever standards or goals that you have. Be delusional, truly be delusional with yourself and your confidence. That really just it echoes through the environment that you're in and shows people that you're someone confident, you're someone open, and they start coming towards you naturally. That's true.
Yes, that's very true. And when we also talk about networking, the first thing that people might think about is LinkedIn. And
Yeah.
while that's also very important to have a LinkedIn account as a student. Um, it's not all about LinkedIn. You can just like for example, this coffee chat, it's networking, right? Just talking to
Yeah, exactly.
right. It's an amazing thing, and you can talk to a lot of people out there. Yeah. So to close this coffee chat, um, I just want to ask for any last advice for those who have at all no idea after just hearing everything. Do you have any last advice for those who don't know how to network from your personal tips as well?
Yeah, I suggest my opinion is really be confident and really know the weight and the value that you hold, especially with what you're doing with your life. I know a lot of people around you, they're going to mock you. They're going to mock you immensely. They're going to mock you for your goals, your dreams, your delusional behavior. they're going to say, oh, it's not necessary, Jana. You don't need to be doing all of this. I don't need to be doing this. I might need to be doing it. I might not, but I want to. And this is what's pushing me. So really have confidence in what you're doing and make sure that you see your vision very thoroughly and it correlates with your character and your path. And that's it. That's what makes all of this possible.
Yes, that's very true. All right. Thank you so much, Jana, for this coffee chat. Thank you so much for
Thank
Young
you for having me. Yeah. We're honored. YMU of on behalf of Jess, Brian, Camilla, the ones that couldn't make it today, we're truly honored and we respect this initiative that you took and we'd love to do this again sometime.
Yes, thank you so much, Young Minds United. Thank you so much, Jana, for being in this coffee chat. And for those who still have no idea how to network at all, or who want to reach out again, please do reach out to us on our Instagram and also to Young Minds United. And once again, thank you for watching this coffee chat. Thank you so much.
Thank you.